Welcome back to Mega Man 4, ladies and gentlemen. So, now that we've beaten, give me a second, Ringman, we are now taking on Dustman! And, oh my god, I love Dustman's theme. Or, like, his stage song theme, whatever. Oh, free man, gotta get it. Jeez. I've mentioned this plenty of times in the previous couple of parts, but this is my favorite Mega Man game, and one of the big reasons is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is just phenomenal. I know everyone goes on and on about Mega Man 2's soundtrack, and it's definitely a very good soundtrack, but honestly, Mega Man 4 has so many more songs that I enjoy than Mega Man 2. By the way, that took a lot of fucking practice to be able to hit all those little things with the Drill Bomber. The Drill Bomber is fantastic for killing the bigger things, like those flying shield enemies, and the big, bulky, bouncy robot things. But when it comes to the smaller stuff, it's not as good. It's very hard to hit, like, Met Tools with it and whatnot. A very important tip that I don't know why I haven't mentioned yet is you can actually set the Drill Bomber off early. Like, as soon as you fire it, if you push the fire button again, it'll explode early. Much like what Drill Man could do to you. Hi, Eddie! Ooh! Eddie gave us an energy tank! Huh, motherfucking za! And, this part of the stage is pretty brutal. It's moving up and down, there's all these things you have to shoot out. So, I'm betting you can guess that you can get crushed here. And yes, it is one-hit kill. If you get crushed, you're dead. You're gone. You're done. You end up with all this other garbage we're destroying. Honestly, you only really have to worry about the stuff at the very top. Because, well, for most of it. Most of it. Why? Well, right here, for example, the stuff on the bottom, it's not going to crush you. It's only the stuff on the top you really got to worry about. I'm still going out of my way to destroy the stuff at the bottom because of this. This part's fucking brutal. You gotta make sure you're taking advantage of the slide. Ugh, jeez. I am so lucky right here, by the way. Oh god, oh god! Ugh. I thought for sure the Met Tool shot me into, like, the crushing path and I was gonna get crushed. Oh, I love the Drill Bomber. Another free man! Oh god, it's a Met Tool. Those spinning Met Tools take 2 shots to kill. This game has a lot of different types of Met Tools in it, but, you know. God, the Drill Bomber is fucking awesome. And we're already at Dustman. Dustman is probably the second easiest Robot Master to take on. If you want, you can take him on before you take on anyone else. But, trust me, I recommend Drill Man or Toad Man. He is weak against the ring boomerang, and, he likes to spit dust out of his valve, I guess? His spout? I don't know. He likes to try and suck you in that you can very easily just walk away from. And, yeah, he jumps. That's it, that's all he does. This was actually a pretty shitty run. I can usually take him out so fucking much faster, but, he kept doing the sucking thing, and he is invincible while he's sucking. But yeah, his attack, incredibly easy to dodge. He's incredibly easy to get out of the way from when he jumps, because he doesn't try to jump on top of you. He doesn't try to jump into you like all the other Robot Masters. There's me playing with the ring boomerang. But anyway, he is a massive pushover, and he's a good candidate for our first Robot Master, if Toad Man wasn't so fucking easy to take out. Anywho, by defeating Dustman, we get the Dust Crusher. It is a piece of shit weapon. The ring boomerang I said in the previous part right at the end, I don't think it's a very good weapon, but it does hit hard, and you can actually manipulate it somewhat if you know how to time your jumps. The Dust Crusher, though, is a piece of shit except for taking out 2 bosses, one of which is Skullman. Oh my god, I love Skullman's theme, too. Again, I love almost every song in Mega Man 4. It is just such a kick-ass game. I'm sorry, I'll stop. Plus, I'm kind of out of tune. Anyway, though, Skullman's stage is pretty damn easy for the most part. I got another free man. I don't know if you guys are keeping track, but I've gotten like 4 now. Look, it's Skull Joe, or whatever the hell his name is, to quote someone else. But anyway, I actually don't know if their name is Sniper Joe or whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Basically, if you shoot them with a regular pellet, they just crumble and fall apart. You have to charge up to fully destroy them, or take advantage of a certain weapon. Well, I'm sure there are more weapons that can. Again, the drill bomber, second best weapon in the game. Ha! Fuck you, Bat. Hi, Eddie. Oh, a free man. Jeez, I swear, I have such good luck. I have like 7 lives now, or some bullshit like that. It's fucking ridiculous. Sorry, I'm really enjoying Skullman's theme. That was my favorite part. This was actually a little bit of a detour I took to get an energy tank. It's not that bad to get, and honestly, you want to get all the energy tanks you can. Again, though, I think 9 energy tanks is a little bit ridiculous for these games. I'm just saying. Some of them, I think it's fine. Like, Mega Man 10's hard mode. If you're playing that, I see no problems with getting 9 energy tanks, or being able to. I'm not much of a farmer, though, folks. I don't like farming in these games. I'm the kind of person who just goes with what I got. I think you can make that jump with Rush Jet. You can definitely not just jump up there. I've tried so many times. But the balloon is what I like to use. It works really well. And then you can just slide or run off. The caterpillars, honestly, you can see them coming from a mile away, and they only take 2 shots to kill. They're nothing to worry about. After all, I'm fucking invincible. Nothing's ever gonna fucking stop me. I'm kicking out. Fuck. Well, so much for that. I don't know what the hell I was thinking there. I don't know, I guess I thought I wasn't gonna make the jump or something. I don't know how the fuck that thing survived that shot. Those are one-shot kills. Anyway, as you can see, when you use Brightman's weapon, your regular pellets will kill Skull Joe here. Anyway, we're now at Skullman. I am really bad at fighting Skullman, much like Ringman. These are the only 2 Robot Masters in Mega Man 4 that I can't beat with just the Mega Buster. Well, unless I use energy tanks. But anyway, luckily the Dust Crusher is his weakness, and it rips him to fucking shreds. When he activates his skull barrier there, you cannot hurt him. As you see, the Dust Crusher flies right off him. His pellets are annoying to dodge because he, fires them at you depending on where you're at in the screen. But anyway, if you have his weakness, he is a fucking joke. Taking him on with the Mega Buster, though, I can't do it. Maybe I just suck. Anywho, by defeating Skullman, we obtain the Skull Barrier. It is a shield weapon. I mentioned it in Part 1 of Mega Man 4. It is fantastic. Very good for getting through Drill Man stage, if you can't get past the rocks. Anyway, we're now taking on Dive Man. I wonder what the purpose of the, I think it's called a periscope, sticking out of his head is. Like, he has eyeballs. Why does he have the fucking thing on his head? And I love Dive Man's music as well. I will say this is the second hardest stage, in my opinion, well, not in the whole game, but of the Robot Masters. I do think Ringman's stage is the hardest in the entire game, though. God, fucking Metals. Although they're one-hit kills, well, most of them are, so, you know, I can't complain that much. I am kicking ass. What can I say? These whale robots take a lot of pellet shots to kill, but you definitely don't want to waste your time charging up. It doesn't go as quickly as if you just pellet the fuck out of them. I don't know how to explain it. The pellets, they're... Oh, fuck! Okay, well, he's away now. I'm fine. Oh, shit. I don't know why I just stood there. Well, I'll make the... Oh, god damn! Leave me alone, you Metal! The one Metal kicked my ass so bad. God. Hi, Eddie. Yay! Health! Eddie's mostly useful. He usually gives you something useful. Right here, I would normally bring out the Drill Bomber, but I was being lazy. And again, I can fire the pellets fast enough that it doesn't really matter. That's what I love about Mega Man 4. I don't have to charge up all that often. I'm good enough at firing the Buster quickly that I don't ever feel like I have to charge against most things. There are a couple of enemies that I do feel like you need to charge up for, or at least I do, but that's just me. Anywho. Oh god, another whale bot! Those missiles it's spitting out are really good at homing in on you, but otherwise, just pellet the fuck out of him. And, oh god, I slid into a hole! Wow, lots of spikes. This is a really long hole. For a bottomless pit, this is really going a ways. Although, I guess bottomless pits do go forever, don't they? Anyway, when you fall down here, dodge the spikes. They're not that bad, and you will find the wire. The wire is a very kick-ass thing that you really should get. It's incredibly helpful in the later parts of the game. Unfortunately, though, it cannot be used underwater, and you need a ceiling to use it, so you can't really use it here in Dive Man stage, but trust me, you want to get it. Plus, it fully restores your health, although you do have to repeat a small section, and have to fight the fucking whale submarine again. I don't think I killed it quite as fast this time. Again, pellet shots work so much better than charging up the Buster against those. Don't fall in the hole again. I don't know if you can find the wire again. I would hope so, just because that way you can get out, but you never know. A reminder, spikes are one-hit kills in this, and I don't mean those red floating spikes. Those just hurt you, and they explode after a bit. But the spikes floating at the top up there, they definitely will kill you if you touch them. Ow. So, you know, keep that in mind. Now we're at Dive Man. He is weak against the Skull Barrier, but because my health was, like, almost half gone, and you have a very limited number of Skull Barrier, I figured I'd go ahead and try and, you know, just basically try and take him out with the Mega Buster. If I succeeded, huzzah. If not, then, well, I'd take him on with a full thing of health, rather than wasting the Skull Barrier. As you can see, Dive Man's actually not that hard, but if he runs into you, it fucking hurts. Much like Bright Man, it's ridiculous how hard these guys hurt you when they run into you. Anyway, though, I'm back to full health because I died. Let's take him on with his weakness. So, his torpedoes are the most annoying thing. If they run into the Skull Barrier when you turn it on, they will deactivate it. So, you know, beware of that. Make sure you're not running into Dive Man while you're using the Skull Barrier as well. Like, what you want to do is jump and fall at an angle to where the barrier hits him, but you don't. You saw me do it. It's actually not that hard. Dive Man's not that bad as long as he's not running into you. You can shoot his torpedoes with the Mega Buster, though, so that's a good tip. By defeating Dive Man, though, we get the Dive Missile. It is only good for taking out Drill Man. That's the only thing it's good for. Anyway, though, folks, that was the last Robot Master. So, I know what you're wondering. What in the world's next? Well, we now have access to take on Dr. Cossack. We'll be taking on Dr. Cossack in Part 4. See you then.